I'm rocking the Converse low-cuts today, just so you know. And it also occurs to me that after membership in the Country Music Hall of Fame and 50 years at the Grand Ole Opry, Connie Smith, we don't have a star with your name under the Music City Walk of Fame. We got to take care of that in the days ahead. But until then, we will continue to go over to the rotunda and polish your plaque for you. Okay? Yeah. Our next inductee is the legendary group Alabama. The three cousins, Jeff Cook, Teddy Gentry, Randy Owen from Fort Payne. They broke through the country scene with their first big hit. That was My Home's in Alabama. That was 1980. How many of you were teenagers in 1980? Show of hands, please. That tells us something. You're not a millennial. Country music hasn't been the same since. They brought their unique southern rock sound to Nashville and forever changed country music, bringing the genre into the mainstream. Teddy said, we were renegades in sneakers and t-shirts. We had long hair and we played loud. But it didn't take long for traditional country music enthusiasts to catch on to the new style. And Alabama has gone on to be one of the most noted acts in the history of country music. They built so much success in Nashville, 43 #1 singles, 21 #1 singles in a row. They won a staggering, listen to this, 178 CMA awards. As we approach the 50th anniversary of that event, some special things in conjunction with the Music City Walk of Fame. Grammy awards, ACM awards, 21 gold, platinum, multi-platinum albums, and were named RIAA's Country Group of the Century. Their hearts are as big as their hits. The group having raised more than $250 million for various charities throughout their career. That alone is worthy of Hall of Fame membership and stardom. And their music has withstood the test of time. Even their earliest hits can still be heard pouring out of the clubs and honky-tonks all up and down Lower Broadway in Nashville. But with over 3 decades of record success, guess what? They're nowhere near being done. And that's for us as fans, that's the good news. They just released their latest album, Southern Drawl. It came out late last year, kicking off the North American leg of their Southern Drawl tour later this month, and to officially introduce Alabama into the Music City Walk of Fame. Cos Weaver is here. He's the head of EMG Records and Publishing in Nashville, the group's current label, and has more than 30 years in the music business, helping to develop some of the industry's biggest names. Cos has worked with the iconic band on most of their recent work, and I want to bring him to the stage right now. Cos Weaver.
I got to tell you, I am incredibly honored and flattered to have been asked to be here. Not only to get to talk about these amazing guys over here on my left, but I dreamed of moving to this city, and I got to do that in the early 90s, and to be a part of a ceremony like this is just really special to me, and not to mention also I'm getting to sit next to Alabama and Sam Moore, if you haven't noticed. So this is an amazing day for me. I've had the good fortune to be at the helm of EMG Records in Nashville for a couple of years now, and our crowning achievement in my entire time there so far is we convinced the #1 country band of all time to sign to us. So my bosses were very happy when I was able to sign these guys, and again, it's our biggest achievement we've had in our label, and we're so proud to be working with them, and so proud of this amazing new record that they've made, and it's just further proof of what an amazing band you guys are. If you've asked yourself, like I have, what it takes to be submitted into a Walk of Fame in a city that many consider to be the music center of the entire universe, I also consider it to be the, no offense against some of our other music industry hubs, but Nashville is an incredibly special place. So if you're asking how do you get enshrined in such a wonderful thing, all those amazing stats that Bill mentioned is a really good place to start. And I could literally sit here until, you know, they start kicking drunks out of Tootsie's down the street here, and with all the accolades that I could keep adding to what Bill mentioned, and they would go on for a long time. But I think I want to focus on what it took to get these guys to the point to where they are now, and that is a talent that God does not gift to everyone. These three men, as musicians, songwriters, and vocalists, are one of a kind. Do yourself a favor and attend one of their shows this summer, and you won't find a better example of what band harmony singing is all about than when they do "Lay Down on Love" with just the three of them. Have you heard of them do that, by the way, anybody out there? I've heard it many times. It's amazing, and I just get goosebumps every single time I hear it. It's an amazing song, and it's amazing performance. From their very humble beginnings, they didn't just rest on that talent. They paid their dues by slugging it out in places like the Bowery in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for years and years, playing for tips and living hand to mouth. Along with their willingness to work for it, they also had the heart to stand their ground and to be who they were, not what others thought they should be. They are trailblazers in every sense of the word, making the music they wanted to make, playing it and presenting it in a way never seen before in country music. Introducing rock-style guitars, lights, pyrotechnics, sounds that are ingrained in our hearts as fans and what we know as Alabama and great country music, but at the time was completely out of left field for many in the country audience, and an original approach that ruffled more than a few feathers. When you say, guys, it was, not everybody was, you know, singing your praises, but now they all are. Yeah, many know that from a long time ago. But they're so ingrained, like I said, and they just changed the game 100%. Like I said, they're the biggest band in country music history. And, you know, they just set a record right across the street. And with that incredible history, they're still out there killing it. They're still doing sold-out shows every night. 3 sold-out shows right there at our beautiful Symphony Center right across the street there. That was a record-setting event. Record-setting event. And one of the things that really struck me about the way they ruffled feathers was a story that one of the guys told when we were backstage at the show. There was a concert in the early stage of their career, and they were really blowing up big. And a big concert promoter came backstage before their show, and they asked them, "When are you putting your country music suits on?" Yeah, when are y'all getting dressed? Well, these guys, again, they've done it their way, and that's why they are so near and dear to all of our hearts. I mean, and they have influenced an amazing array of artists. I mean, again, I could list these all day long, but from Ed Sheeran to Jason Aldean, I mean, the list just goes on and on forever. And, you know, this band has created an inspiring pathway that countless other artists have benefited from. It's very fitting that they're being honored as part of this pathway. Although they are proudly from Fort Payne, Alabama, and reside there to this day, the city of Nashville and its thriving hive of music-loving people played an integral role in shaping this band's destiny. There is no doubt this iconic band left an indelible mark on Nashville as well. Congratulations, guys, and I can think of no better way of celebrating what you have meant to Nashville and what Nashville has meant to the legendary band Alabama than being placed in the Nashville Walk of Fame. So come on up and get your plaque.
Phone down. think we're tired of it, but never. This is a great honor to be added to the Walk of Fame, and I just want to say to our fans, everybody we've worked with, that was positive in our career, a great big thank you. Kitty.
First of all, I'd thank these two guys here, because without them, I wouldn't be on the tent today. If I got here at all, I'd be standing out there with those folks in the sunshine. But I appreciate y'all being here today. But, just thank the Lord for being raised in a country where you can start out with nothing. And the first high school band I played with, by the way, Sam, we did about half of your stuff. It was a little soul band, and that's where I kept my teeth on playing bass. And later on, fortunate enough to join up with these two guys, and yeah, Jeff did the other half. But anyway, it's such an honor to be here today, and for our children and grandchildren. That I've got my first great grandchild, and they're just as good as the first one. So anyway, for the folks down the road. They say once they put it in concrete out here, they won't take it up, so I hope not. Thank y'all very much.
Thank y'all very much. Special thanks, especially to the fans, the people that I wish that you could understand the thankfulness that we feel in our hearts for everybody that all across the country that we get a chance to play for. This last weekend was in Houston, Texas, and Biloxi, Mississippi, and Augusta, Georgia's coming up. They're all over the country. We're going to Canada this year. We're excited about that. It's been a while since we've been to Canada. So thank y'all very much, and I just to be on the same stage with Sam and Connie is really real special thing, and I want to, from this little podium, I want to say hello to my little granddaughter, Stella Grace. It's sitting right here. My other three could not be here because, well, that's another subject. I thought this was important, but school, I guess, is more important. Anyway, thank y'all. Thank our mayor, and thanks to the city of Nashville, Tennessee. Even though I don't know my way around, I get lost, and anymore I don't know where I'm going. Used to be when we first came here, we stayed in the lowest rent hotel, and we still do. Thank y'all very much.